This show, it's massive.
Just when you look at the technical portion of it, the stage and everything, you're just like, oh my God.
If you see it in the theater is absolutely enormous. I think it's something around 160 feet to the top of the grid.
And going backstage and you look at it and you go, this is what goes on. You know, to put on this show, it's pretty incredible.
There will be a show tonight on trampoline.
One of the things that people ask me all the time is what makes this setting different from other settings. You know, some of the best athletes in the whole world, they do crazy things just like the normal things that you do with an athletic trainer and a professional sports team, a high collegiate team. The easy answer for rehab might not be the easiest answer for rehabbing people in these shows. I was very passionate about football, and so I knew when I was an undergrad that that's what I wanted to do. That was the only job for me, was being with football and try to make it to the NFL. A very close friend of mine had a job in Las Vegas working with Cirque du Soleil, and she was telling me how, you know, what her life was like and how it was very similar to what we liked about football. It intrigued me to try it, the idea of working with performers and gymnasts, and I knew what a high level it was. So I came and tried it, and I really liked it. I like it just as much as any experience I have with football. I feel it's very traditional. I don't act any different with dealing with the athletes and the rehabs here than how I acted with football.
This is the farthest thing from my mind when I was going through school, is to be at Cirque du Soleil. My whole goal of going through school was professional sports. My life kind of took a different turn. I wanted something more stable, more beneficial for family. This has worked out perfect for me. It's everything that I wanted. My first big oh wow moment was when I got here to Mystere and I had to get fitted for a harness. I was not sure exactly what the harness was for. Maybe if something's in the air, it's a safety precaution that we have to do to make sure that we're taken care of and we're not contributing to an emergency.
The show is about 90 minutes. So we have time, so we have a 90-minute show, then we have an hour between shows, and then we do it all over again for another 90 minutes. We cover certain acts. We do our paperwork like anybody else does. We follow up with doctors. Anything that's that we consider to be our time.
The show being primarily in the water, we have a lot more skin issues than what a lot of the other shows have to deal with. If there was a reason for the emergency action plan to have to be initiated, most of the injuries would occur in the water.
Clearly, we're a unique product, and so there aren't that many jobs, and what we want to do is we want to find people who have the core fundamental skill sets that we believe are imperative so they can transition those skill sets into this very unique environment. We have people that come from pro sports, we have people that come from collegiate sports, and we're trying to raise the level of awareness because our screening process is very thorough.
Even though you see the same thing here twice a night, it takes you back quite often when you hear people applaud for it, and you kind of appreciate the product that's put out on stage and think that we had a little part to play in it. And it's really special to a lot of people.
We take advantage of this time to really look after some of the things that we need to do, but we still focus on artist safety. It's like covering any other sport.
All you need is love, love. Love is all you need. All you need.